We're live. We're live. Hi. Wait, we got to do a show now. We got to stop talking to
Okay.
ourselves. We got to talk to everybody else. Welcome, Debbie. We are here.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, Lynn.
Hello,
Are we
Debbie.
going to talk about the banner, what the banner says?
I
So they
know
can
this.
take notice?
I
The Lynn
know.
and Debbie show? Say what?
Oh my goodness, I've got a show with Debbie. I'm so excited she's here. Yay, 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 yay.
Actually, you
That's
guys,
awesome.
we'll be right back after this. Yay,
Whoa.
we are back. Welcome to us. And this is us, really.
This is us for
This is
real.
us. Hey, did you share it? Because I know this is new to
Oh, so
you
you would
share
think
this.
that this isn't my first rodeo and I would remember, but I get so caught up in the moment. I just don't. So I'll do that right now.
You know what?
Yes.
First of all, we're not getting paid for this. We're doing this out of the
Yeah,
love and kindness. So if
exactly.
you want a refund, I'm sorry. I don't know where to go.
No refund. No refunds.
refunds. There's this disclaimer, no refunds. You get, this is
That's
it.
right.
This is us.
That's right. This is us.
And
So let's talk about how this came to be, right?
Yes,
You want to just tell them a little snippet? So, Lynn and I have, she's invited me on to interview me, and then she invited me on to interview her. And what happened was she and I had discussed possibly doing something in the future together, but nothing was really decided. And then I had this interview with a radio station, and I was telling them, hey, prior to the interview, I was like, I may be doing this with Lynn. We're talking about something, not sure. They advertised it as I'm going to be on every Thursday with Lynn. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I called Lynn. I'm like, Lynn, this was just released. I'm so sorry. And she's like, well, let's do it. So here we are. And it blossomed into this amazing F.A.B show.
And the F.A.B is, I'm always about the beautiful stuff. And she's always about her book, which is Find Your Fabulous right here.
Yes.
Find Your Fabulous. And I'm always about beautiful. So it's fabulous and beautiful. And we're going to find everything fabulous and beautiful about the world to bring gratitude and fun and fabulous and beauty in the eyes of everyone out there, so that while we're going through hard times and tough times, we can actually, whatever you think about expands. So if we can expand love and light and fun and blessings and fabulous things in your guys' lives, I think that's going to make an impact.
Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? I think people think it's underrated. It's totally underrated. What we say out loud to others and to ourselves really manifest into something either beautiful, fabulous and beautiful, or it manifests into something a lot less than that. So it's our choice whether we decide to speak beautiful things into existence or not. And so I think what Lynn and I are here to do today is just to kind of introduce you to this new show and what we intend on doing. And when we have guests on, we want them to tell us and you how they became the best versions of themselves, or their journey right now on their way to it. So we all have messages to share, and I'm so pumped and excited about this. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, I'm excited because, I'm always about being raw, real, and transparent with everybody. Next week, we're going to have my superstar friend, the Mrs. Elite South Carolina, Laura Smith, with us.
Great.
And what we're doing is we're going to have some amazing people we know, but in the background, I'm learning to get us to actually be in podcast. So I have a little learning curve and a little bit of stuff to get out of the way, so that we're actually going to be podcasting. And then we're going to have some really special, big, awesome people on that deserve to be on the podcast too. But I don't we do a podcast. It takes like a couple days to upload and get whatever. So we want to perfect that. I mean, we're flowing with things, but I want to make sure things are going right before we get there. So while we're evolving with this quick show, I mean, I did the stage, I did, whatever, we're just going with the seat of our pants and
flying by the seat of our pants. Come
Yep.
on. Go
Yep.
on this ride with us.
And
We'll
of
pull you
course,
by your seat of the pants with us.
yes, and we're gonna encourage Debbie is an amazing interviewer. That was the first interview she's ever done, and she just made it so comfortable and so easy to share. And she's gonna have her own show, and it's gonna be awesome. But again, I'm gonna help her with that, and that's gonna grow too. And so it's a lot of spring offs, a lot of stuff, but we can't do anything without doing it together. So
That's the
like,
truth. We're meant to be a team.
yes,
Be
we
part of
are.
a team.
And if it wasn't for Ken Walls, we wouldn't be connected. So
Yeah.
again, you got to
Props
give
to
gratitude.
Ken Walls.
Yes, yes. Wednesday nights we spend time together with Ken Walls too. So I mean,
Thursday night.
Thursday nights. I'm sorry, Thursday nights.
I'll see
So
you again tonight, Lynn.
yes, I know.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the journey so far. Thank
Aw,
you,
thanks,
Lee. We
Lee.
really appreciate you. Welcome to our show. So we bring a lot to the table. We're both authors, and we both we just love people, and we have passion for making sure that people are acknowledged and loved.
Mm.
And we're gonna get into Snapchat, and we're gonna challenge each other to do goofy videos, and we're going to have clips, because to me, I feel like a podcast isn't a podcast if you don't add elements to it.
Mhm.
And elements are really important so that people feel like, what are they going to do next? What are they going to do
Yeah,
next?
and it's hard to tell when we get on into it, because I'm
Yeah.
not really very, very seldom am I afraid to just go do something that's funny. I just think life's too short to be boring. Let's live it up. So I'm excited for that. Like
Uh,
you said, maybe
uh,
walking into a grocery store and talking to a random stranger. But I've been told I do that anyway. So it's not a far cry from what I already do, maybe. You know what I mean?
maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I'm actually was looking for something and I can't find it right
Well,
this
you know what?
minute,
Let me
but
tell you what I did today. So I'm still in my
yes.
t-shirt. Keys to Success had an event at the school. So it's an anti-drug and educational program. And I had these people with help from our community, Ross County Community Actions and Recovery Council, find people who are in the recovery process from using drugs. And we all know, I mean, this is supposed to be a lighthearted show, but this is raw and real too.
Yep.
Raw and real is we have a huge and horrible drug pandemic happening. And so we had 6 guest speakers come who are currently in recovery, talk about their real stories about how they got into drugs and how they got out of it and how they're recovering now. And I'm telling you, it was heart-wrenching. It was everything. And for these people to come, and Lynn, like you did, telling your story and being real with people a couple of weeks ago was inspiring to so many. And these people coming in talking to high school students about their journey in life and what happened to them and how they're not allowing what happened to them define them any longer. And they've come out of it. It was big stuff. So I was really happy that happened today. And, if you're out there and you're struggling, don't be too prideful to ask for help. Asking for help and having others intervene and help you is really the best thing you can do. It's the most, what am I trying to say? You're vulnerable and you're asking for help. And like the men that spoke said they didn't want to ask for help because they felt like men that they can take it, and they felt weak. When in reality, I looked at those men and thought, that's a man right there. Ask for help. Get other people involved in your journey to help you. So anyway, I'll stop about that. But it was amazing. It was amazing.
No, I
Ask
think
for help, even if it's not with drugs and alcohol. Mental health issues, almost every single one of the speakers, it started with mental health issues, depression, anxiety, and they were self-medicating and then got addicted to drugs. So we need to be considerate of others and what they're going through. And if they ask for help, show them the resources that are available to get the help that they need. It was moving. I'm passionate about it. You can see I'm just still in it.
right. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I don't talk about the post-traumatic stress disorder or depression that I deal with. I just don't. But because I work really hard to think of other things, but it is true, and you've got to really challenge yourself, and you got to have other purposes and reasons why not to go there. And there's always triggers and things like that. And you've got to pull yourself together because other people rely on you and depend on you and things like that. But you don't have to be prideful. You can say, I need a mental day.
Yeah,
or,
you gotta
you gotta,
X out that ego. The
yes.
ego only brings bad things to us. We gotta just let our guard down and ask for help if you need it. If you have depression, anxiety, or trauma from maybe something that happened to you in your childhood, and maybe you're not a strong-willed person and even like you, Lynn, like the things that you've been through. You gotta even if it's not professional counseling, you gotta talk to somebody.
Yes.
You have to let it out. It's like a caged animal. It's gonna claw at you until you finally open that door and just let it go. Let it go, let it flow so you can continue on a path of getting over it and being positive, right, Lynn? Don't you think that's true?
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, just when you think you've conquered some feelings and stuff, things happen in life that remind you of what you've been through. But you got to have grace and say, and you got to take ownership in your part and everything, and say, hey, this was my part and they didn't understand. And this, you got to have compassion. You got to have compassion for yourself and for that person.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have, if you don't have the compassion for yourself and how you were and for that person in the situation, that's the thing. It's just releasing and letting go with no blame or no judgment and things like that. But yeah, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, going down. But look at this Miss Fabulous over here.
Well, I look so serious on top. I'm really concentrating. Raising that dress.
This is us here, you guys, and this is what I'm talking about. I'm going to have all these different elements, and I'm going to bring, even though I'm the producer, I'm going to encourage Debbie to just give me clips, and I'll just play them whenever she wants. But
well, you got that one on your own.
I know, just like I want to say that, this Debbie here, she's just got such a kind heart, and she just loves people so much. I love her so much. I want to share this. I want to share this little videos because I want you to have a little insight of how raw and real this chick is.
Oh, what are you?
And just so you know, be careful what you put out on Facebook because Lynn might grab it.
Oh,
it costs nothing to be nice, to be kind. And I got to tell you, yesterday I was at the high school and I was able to really just sit back and just observe, students walking up and down the hallway and in the cafeteria. And as I just watched these students, some of them seemed so sad. And it's not they were crying, it's not that they were acting out, it's just body language. And it's the shoulders turned over. I have horrible posture myself, but it wasn't posture. It was almost like a feeling of being rejected or not feeling like they fit in, or just overall sadness about maybe their life or where they're going. I don't know. I don't know what their situations are, but it affected me. It really did. And I just want to say it takes absolutely nothing from us. It actually makes us feel better. If you just reach out to somebody and maybe give them a slap on the back and say, hey, have a good day, and a smile to let them know they're not invisible. So I probably have more to say about this later, but I cannot get it off of my mind. And I just want to share with you to maybe hope that you will take notice of other people around you and be able to feel that energy that's coming from them that may be sad, and just kind of smile, say hello, ask them to have a great day or something. That's all I have to say about that. Have a great day.
This is why I love her. She's fabulous.
Aww.
She's fabulous because you think of others. And
I do. It does. I feel people's energy today when there was, thank you for showing that, Lynn. You are sneaky though. There was the people that were the speakers, a couple of them had a really rough childhood and they expressed that during their, and I was hugging everyone after they spoke, and a couple of them, it was very uncomfortable for them that I was hugging them.
Yeah.
And I said to one of them, I said, it feels weird for you. Like, you don't really know me anyway, and I'm hugging you, but I just heard your story and I'm inspired and moved by it. And I'm so proud of you. And they were like, yeah. And it's because they're not used to getting loved.
Mm-hmm.
And so we all are on a journey to love ourselves.
Yeah.
So we not just so we can love ourselves, but so we can allow others to love us.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, I pay attention to that body language too. They didn't really want to hug back. It was more like, it's like bear hugging.
Geez,
Oh, you're
it's
so amazing.
it's like those little kids that when their aunt or somebody, grandma comes and like, oh, where's
the cheek. It's like, oh, get off me. I don't even know you. But, I couldn't help it. I was just so moved today by these. And, we can learn so much from so many different people. I feel like they're rock stars because they're in recovery and they broke the chains of that addiction and they're on their way.
Well, my host or my co-host Scott Jones, he was drug addiction and
I didn't know that.
and alcohol, and he was a radio and TV guy in New Jersey and everything, and his life went down the hill, and then he just turned it all around, and now he helps drug intervention course. He
So he
teaches
has a mission
accredited he teaches accredited course.
Wow.
And he's impacting the world and helping people change their lives, and it's amazing. But again, if he didn't go through all that, he couldn't be who he is now.
True.
And again, our
good way of looking at it.
And so our stories are to make a difference to somebody else. That show that we did, I've had at least 10 or 11 people reach out to me and said, Lynn, now I have a name to to a condition I have.
Yeah.
Or, so I mean, it just, we never know that what we know can help somebody else.
Yeah.
And, there's no coincidences, like we say, right, Debbie?
There's no coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences.
Yeah.
I believe that you watched Ken's show when I was on Ken's show, and what I said to you meant something to you, and you felt something from me that you wanted to get to know me better. And then we met and we just clicked.
Yeah.
And so I think that, things sometimes, and, you don't want to be cliche, but sometimes things are just meant to be.
Yeah.
And then, when you let it happen, it's a really beautiful thing. It's fab. It's fabulous and beautiful.
That's
Here
why.
we are.
That's right. That's right. We want to thank everybody like being here. We've been gibbering today, but we just wanted to just hang loose and tell you that we're taking you guys for a ride. Even if we got appointments or what we're doing, we're going to be wacky. We're going to be silly. We're going to be goofy. You just don't expect the unexpected from us. With bringing some people along for the ride, and we'll have fun interviewing them. And I think Debbie will take the interview part, and I'm just going to get to be the producer and the fun effects of whatever I feel like doing.
I love it.
And so we're just going to bring the best of both of us to the table, and hopefully we don't scare our guests off.
Yeah, they'll love it. They'll love it. They'll be part of it.
Exactly.
We'll have them writing in, and they can get in on the action. We'll have a blast. It's going to be amazing. So here we are. This is us.
This is us.
I hope they tune in next week. Same time.
Yes, where we don't know what we're going to talk about yet, and we just are going to show up. I've got things going on in my life right now, and they're all topsy-turvy. But you know what? We're going to show up regardless, unless there's But we'll see.
We'll be here.
We'll be here with
you be here.
Yeah, exactly. So for now, we are out of here. What do you say? Peace? Okay. Peace out. Oh, now we got a couple of people saying some things real quick. Hi, Paul, and hi, Joaquin.
From hell in Norway.
Yep, Norway. He's in our Grow Live Academy too.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. So, okay, you guys, we are leaving for today. You guys have a blessed, awesome, fabulous day. Fab. Where you're going to be the Fab crew. And we will
be part of the Fab crew.
That's right. We'll talk to you later. Love
Bye.
it. Bye.